Hello everyone. Welcome to the FineBI analysis function tutorial. The clean function, used to remove filter effects. Please note that the clean function is applicable to FineBI version 6.1 and above. First, let's introduce a scenario to set the context. And then we will cover the course overview, a review of def functions, calculation logic, and a practical case. We need to create a dashboard with a KPI card component that shows the proportion of monthly sales to the total order amount for the first half of the year. This is a common requirement you may encounter in your daily work. The challenge here is that the numerator changes with the dashboard's month filter, while the denominator must remain fixed. This is where the clean function comes in. It clears the filter effects. Specifically, when writing the def formula, we can add clean month in the last filter condition. This ensures that the defined total order amount for the first half of the year remains unchanged, regardless of how the dashboard filters are adjusted. Let's take a look at this result in FineBI. This is a completed dashboard. When we apply filters, whether selecting January or a 3-month period, the annual total order amount remains unchanged. To achieve this effect, we can combine the def function with the clean function. This course introduces the clean and clean widget functions, which are used to eliminate the interference of filters on calculation results. We use a common example scenario where the numerator changes with the filter, while the denominator stays fixed. This course is designed for users of FineBI version 6.1 and above. We recommend completing the def function tutorial first. In this course, we will cover the applicable scenarios of clean, its calculation logic, and provide a practical case for learning. First, let's review the define function. The define function follows the structure: aggregation method, indicator, dimension, and filter conditions. For example, if we want to calculate the total sales for each province of the company after 2021, think about how to write this formula. For total sales, we can use sum ag sales. The dimension would be province, and since there's a requirement for the year, we can add a filter condition: year greater than or equal to 2021. Building on the def function, we also introduced two additional functions: DEFADD and DEFSUB. Their difference lies in aggregation dimension. Taking DEFADD as an example, the actual aggregation dimension is in the analysis area, specifically those outlined in the red box plus the dimensions specified in the function. Similarly for the part highlighted in the red box. DEFADD means adding dimensions, effectively combining both sets. In contrast, DEFSUB means reducing dimensions, subtracting the dimensions specified in the formula from the analysis area dimensions. If you have already mastered the def function, you can proceed to learn about the clean function. If you find any part of this challenging, you may first search for the def function course on the video tutorial website for further study.